The truth lies before you. In this place, dead men will always have tales to tell.
Perhaps he knows too much. He's seen the cursed treasure. You know where it be hidden. Now proceed at your own risk. These be the last friendly words you hear. You may not survive to pass this way again.
Dead men tell no tale.
What I wouldn't give for a change of scenery. Aye, down there! Ye paid the warnings no heed, and set foot in sailor's grave while ye still draw breath, at the risk of marooning yourself here for all eternity. Now that be what I call true pirate courage. Not like the scurvy sea devils who stole me plunder and jailed me up here. The old crew, a bunch of treacherous curs. But this be no way to hold a conversation. Climb up here, lower me cage. I'll make it worth your while. You're not afraid of heights? He've a fair climb to reach me cage. You'll do me no good down there. Higher! Higher, I say! You! Yes, you down there! Is that the key to me cage ye be holding? Oh, that's a welcome sight. But it'll do me no good while I'm stuck up here. See if you can't find a way to climb up and set me back on the ground, where I belong. Unless ye've learned to fly, you'll need to find some way up to me cage. The only way to get me down is for you to climb up. And be quick about it. A fair climb to reach me cage. ye've learned to fly, you'll need to find some way up to me cage. The only way to get me down is for you to climb up. And be quick about it! Well, it's a start, sure enough. But ye've barely begun. I'm strung up by this old ship beside me cage. But ye'll never board from the ground. Hold your course. See if you can't make it over to her from where you are now. I'll wait. Watch your step now. I'd hate to see you take a tumble and leave me stranded up here. Are you still there? Did you drown? Blast it all! I can't see a thing from up here. You'd best not be pulling me leg, for I've not seen it in years. Ah, there ye be. I thought ye might be lost. Well, you're out of luck. Ferry no longer docks at any part in this blighted blister of a town. Not a gap ye'll cross, less'n ye grow some wings. But ye mustn't give up. Ye see, I happen to know the way to call the ferryman back to these shores. That's the way. Or I can taste me sweet, sweet freedom. Ye took your sweet time, but here we are. Now, ye just need to lower me cage very, very gently. Ye understand? Huh? What was that sound? Ah! Oh, me head is killing me. Aye, it's not exactly a dignified reunion, but I do welcome. That's the way. I'd been fearful that the lock might have rusted after all this time. Being that I'm unable to provide my own means of locomotion, you'll have to carry me, and make sure your hands are clean. I don't want fingerprints all over me skull. Sweet freedom! Ah, it feels good to see in more than one direction. All these years I've spent wondering what happened to me town and me treasure. Now, we've a long journey ahead, and I've yet to find me sea legs. Stu gets about the walking, and I'll take care of the talking. Let's start by heading for the old lighthouse. Or perhaps you'd rather me take ye on the grand tour of me fallen kingdom. Who knows? There may still be plunder to find. I may not be the pirate I once was, but I can still put the fear into them what knows me. I know you can hear me, ye cowardly curs. Drop what you're doing and get this bridge in order. We've a ferry to catch. I suppose I should tell ye my story. For when we sailed into the Sea of the Damned, it were a happy accident, for we were fleeing our enemies with a hold packed full of their plunder. By and by, me crew starts to grumble about returning to the living world. But I'd have soonest stayed with me loot for all eternity, rather than risk it out on the waves. The night I snuffed out the flame. Aye, and the lighthouse keeper too. Had to be sure the ferryman wouldn't come and part me from me loot. Now, I'm not what you'd call knowledgeable about contraptions and whatnot, but if I can borrow a body, I might be able to help. See if you can't set me down on that headless heap of bones over there. That there body looks like a fine fit for me skull. Ah, new body at last. Not as handsome as me old one, but they say beggars can't be choosers. There! It's just like sailing a sloop. Ye never forget how. Now, let's see if we can't find some clue as to set this place ablaze once more. First, see if you can't light the brazier with that fancy flame of yours. Of course, lighting up the town is all well and good, but you'll need to point your flame out to sea if we're to call the ferry. Aye, that's the way. though I think it looked better in the dark. Now, to get the ferryman's attention. Lighthouse is good as new, and the mists are clearing. Let me try and get a better view. I see sails on the horizon. Well, there she be. The ferry of the damned. Though you'll find no welcome passage on her decks. Those hooded fellers are what you might call in charge around here. And they won't suffer the living to board her. The only way ye'll sail aboard that ship is to stow away. I wonder if their little secrets still be stowed about here. The key to me cabin, after all these years. The keeper took it when he ratted me out to the others and they set upon me. Me ship'll be a sight for sore sockets, sure enough. But this moldy old body won't last 5 minutes out there, so I'll need ye to be my transport once again. At least till we reach me ship. Take me to me ship with the red sails, and I'll see ye safely aboard that ferry.